I may have clicked that button a little bit too early. I didn't think it was going to put me in here. I thought it was going to be behind the scenes, and then I could click another button and I'd be here. But it didn't work like that. So I'm here now as a little picture on the side until I press that button and then become full screen. So good evening and welcome everybody to another evening with. Tonight it's me and the gang and my lovely patrons. If you would like to join in, and you're not in the gang, you can become a patron. All you have to do is pop across to patreon.com/grossmodels. I'll put the thing in the chat. Hang about. I've got to find the button for the chats and then the button for the patron thing. There we go. That should be appearing in the chat even as we speak. If you want to join in, click the link, give me some money, and you can come and join in. It works like that. But yeah, the patronage is appreciated whether or not you wish to join. We have in tonight some people, not just me tonight, that we have visitors. Let me click a button and bring one of them in. There we go. We have a slightly miffed painting bloke.
All the people.
I'm not entirely certain why he's miffed.
I posted up a new picture on on my Facebook page, and someone says more like the miffed model. I was like, yeah, we'll go with that for the week. So slightly miffed painting bloke. It was someone's suggestion. So we're going to go with that for the week of nicknames.
Fair enough. We also have, as ever, Dan from geekerylabs.net.
Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon. Good evening time. It's afternoon there, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Good afternoon. How's things been?
Going well. Going well.
Good. We'll do proper talks in a bit, but I'll just bring everybody in because there's more people behind the scenes. We have, unusually, Lynn's joining us tonight with a lovely hat, tweaky hat.
That's a great hat.
Afternoon, Lynn. Welcome. And the last one we have joining us, well, I don't know about the last one. The next one we have joining us this evening, we have Spid joining us down there.
Hey.
Right, Spid.
It's an unusual 5 number that doesn't fit very well on the screen. So, yeah, welcome, Spid.
That's a marvellous hat, Lynn.
Quick, someone else joined the stream, so we got 3 and 3.
Fabulous.
Yeah. So, welcome to you all, and welcome to everybody that's watching as well. Come and join in the chat. If you're not already in the chat, click on the YouTube button, wherever it may be. Join the chat. Come and say hello, because, otherwise we'll just ignore the chat and just get on talking to each other. But, it happens. Let's have a look at what happened in the chat since I've stopped looking at it. Spid's in chat, but he's also got mouth words as well now, so that's okay. Everyone's saying hello to everybody else. Swigging Pigs, you here? Saying evening all. With my earpiece.
Dude.
Thing on my ear hole.
How's swinging?
That's that. That's that. That's that. Everyone else just saying hello. A wild Dan. He's not that wild. He looked quite tame.
It might look so a little bit, but
I don't know, is that wild or is that just unkempt?
Yeah. Just lazy.
Mayhem saying Spid, the purveyor of coffee and burner of chickens.
Indeed. That does actually sound like rather an epic kind of historical quest type thing. I like that.
You'd have announced as you walk into a room. Yes.
Roasted chicken.
Graham says, hi, Spid. Paul Lines in, saying evening all. William saying it's good to see everyone. It is nice when there's multiple people on the screen. It's lovely.
Yes.
Edward's here saying evening everyone. Phil's here, good evening everyone. Shane's here saying good evening everyone. Me and everyone. I get a special mention there, you see. Yes, we weren't here last week, so I've got a lot to go through in the Gross Group gallery. So we'll get to that in a little while. But first of all, we'll see, if you lot have been doing anything special, if you've got anything you want to talk about, or, news to broadcast, or content to pimp, or anything else.
Stuff and things.
Stuff and things, yes. Anything? Anyone?
I've been working on my Guess What I'm Building, and I did 3 episodes, and I forgot to take stills of the first 2 episodes, so there's no pictures to show my progress.
We can't guess if you're not taking pictures.
No problem, but you get there. You'll get there eventually. It's all fine.
And I might be getting up because I'm cooking nom noms right now.
Not a problem.
okay.
What are you cooking?
I'm cooking bagel bites. Cheese
Bagel
and
bites.
protein.
They're just small bagels.
Yeah, they're on little bitty bagels. I'll show them to you.
Yeah,
Oh,
Cool.
Bagels,
that sounds good.
mini pizzas.
mini pizzas. And then I also,
Well, no, bagels got a hole in them, though, haven't they? All the stuff will fall out.
also have one of these.
Pepper cream soda. Oh, no, that doesn't do anything for me. No, you can keep that. That's
Yeah.
fine.
I'm fine.
Right, let's see. Anyone else got anything you want to go front and center with?
Not that much. I've just been working on the grot tank, which has been, 2 weeks in the making. So Dan will be happy that I've actually got some plastic card and been working on that.
Yes.
Lots of bits from leftover sprues from the Orcs, second edition stuff, and plasticard. Accidentally painting a miniature in a day, which I didn't
I
plan
saw
to
that.
do.
That was quite impressive.
Yeah, I was knackered at the end of it. The head took ages. The head must have taken an hour and a half. I was like, "What? Why am I doing this? I need to stop. Oh, I'll just do this." It's like, "Oh wait, I've done." Oh right, fair enough. So it's just that an Orc.
I mean, Duncan does it in like half an hour in a video.
Oh yeah, but they don't see. Yeah, but they're not as incompetent as I am.
Let's have a look. B3 is here, not here. He says
Very impressive. Though.
doing numerous things that require his typing fingers, so he's here and not really here. But
Yeah.
let's have a look. Graham is asking Dan what your latest build is.
I am currently. Yesterday, I received another packet for my Ecto 1.
Oh,
So I have been working on that last night. This pack includes the rear of the car.
Oh my god!
So the
size of
front seats butt up to this, and
Great.
then this is going to be the back where the gurney is with the packs and stuff.
Ah, cool.
That's like the whole sort of trunk area.
Yeah. And so I have to carpet this whole area back here. I'm going to paint this all silver. And the original one wasn't textured like this, but I'm not going to sand all that down. That would be an exercise in madness. So I'll leave the texture and sand it. And I'm working on greeblies because there are some greeblies that go behind the seat, except for this looks essentially nothing like what's actually on the car.
Oh wow!
So I have.
That looks like a variety of very tiny heat sinks for a CPU.
I was going to say it looks heatsink like. Yeah.
Yeah. The only part that's actually a heatsink is this bit right here. The rest of this is actually like dozens of relays.
Oh,
And they're all wired together in weird ways. And I tried doing a styrene scratch build, and that was starting to make my eyes cross, and I wasn't getting it very level. So instead, I'm probably going to 3D print it after I made a CAD model of all that.
Cool.
That sounds like a good shout. A good shout.
Yeah, CAD modeling is something that I did a bit of at school way back when and haven't touched since. But I can understand the idea of just putting shapes together and making a thing.
Yeah.
yes.
But I haven't got round to doing any of it.
Whereas when I think of the word CAD, Leslie Phillips springs to mind.
No?
Yeah. Leslie Phillips and Terry Thomas. That's what I think when I hear CAD.
You CAD you.
Yes.
You
Terry Thomas is. Sure.
Yeah, not
Oh.
not the usage that you
Leslie
see.
Phillips and Terry Thomas, they are the stereotypical English cads and bounders, don't you know? In the early movies.
You blasted Montebank. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to have to put a Terry Thomas clip in the growth group for that.
Swid, anything special? Anything to announce?
Other than being really busy at work this past couple of weeks, it's been everyone's been in a mad panic because we've got an internal assessment which happens every year. There's the care commission come and they inspect all the places, and they do the whole white gloves go around and white fingers on top of everything, and everyone ends up getting in like a huge mad panic every year when it happens. And then the fact that we've had piles and piles of stuff that's just kind of got stuffed in a corner because it might come in useful in 5 years' time or something. So this past 2 weeks have just been hectic at work, and I've been absolutely knackered. I've just been so tired. I've been getting home and collapsing, really. And I've still not got much go regarding making kits and things. I've really not done much of anything other than get home, cook chicken without burning it. So, you know,
Well done, sir.
I genuinely have cooked chicken several times without burning it. I promise you, I have.
The same chicken.
Not the same one. different ones, different parts of chickens. And I've roasted coffee, and I've drunk coffee, and I've been reading books mainly. I've just been kind of going to bed early because it's cold and horrible and frosty. So I've been going to bed early, reading books and falling asleep, and with my Kindle hitting me in the face, waking me up, that kind of thing. But I am excited because my deposit for the next issues of Iron Man have been scooped out of my paper.
Fantastic.
So
I don't know how long that means it's going to take.
It means they're going to be here tomorrow, Chris. That's what it means.
It doesn't mean tomorrow, no.
You wish.
Yeah, don't you dare rain on my parade.
Oh,
Let me put it this way.
Infinite disappointment.
I yesterday received my next 5 issues of X-Wing, which is also from D'Agostini, although Fan Home and D'Agostini are sort of the same, they're sort of not, but I would expect them to be the same thing. When did they ship that? They shipped that a little while ago. Let me just have a quick look and check up on my online thing to see when they shipped the X-Wing. And you're going to be very disappointed when I tell you.
Oh, no, don't disappoint me. Don't disappoint me, Chris.
The X-Wing
break his heart.
Right, I'm opening up my X-Wing subscription. I'm looking at the order detail. I'm looking at the delivery number. The shipping date for that, delivery number 19, which contains issues 61, 62, 63, 64, and 65. The shipping date for that was the 8th of January.
Oof.
Oh.
And I received it yesterday.
It's because, do you know what it is? It's because they are prioritising the Scottish Highlands and Islands.
You think that is?
They are putting everything south of Manchester. They are putting on low priority postage. That's what it is.
Well, I'm also in Facebook
yourself,
groups for the Iron Man and the X-Wing. And yesterday, lots of posts came up saying, "Oh, I've just received a package of X-Wing," from people all over the country, even the north pit of the country. So they all seem to come at the same time.
I'm still going to run home from work excited tomorrow, just in case.
It might. You never know.
We will listen for the tears.
What I will do is I will buy a cheesecake and then run home from work excited, and then if I am disappointed, I can eat an entire cheesecake.
Now that's a good shout. That's a good shout.
And if it does come, you can have a celebratory cheesecake.
Yes. Yeah. On the subject of cheesecake, my neighbour's daughter, every time I made a cheesecake, I would more often than not make two, and I'd take one to the neighbours. And one of the neighbour's daughters always made a point of visiting her parents when I made a cheesecake, because she was like, "Oh, cheesecake," and she kept saying, "Oh, I'm going to have to make one in return someday." She's been saying this for like 5 years. So and I've been dropping gentle reminders like, "Oh, you're still going to make a cheesecake."
Cheesecake, yeah.
Like you do. And much to my utter delight, on Tuesday, I'm in the kitchen roasting some coffee beans, and there's a knock on the door. And I went to the door, and there she stood with a little white chocolate and strawberry cheesecake that she's made as a little individual one for me. So I was absolutely delighted. I had a really, really nice white chocolate and strawberry cheesecake.
Oh,
excellent!
It sounds lovely, although I don't like. Cheesecake's all right, but it's not my favourite.
Cheesecake's
I've just received 2 packs of the Falcon this week. Model Space, we're behind on packs going out. Model Space is D'Agostini and they're all
Yeah.
sort of the same, but they're sort of different again. So, yeah, I don't know. I think they come from France, and I think the Iron Man comes from Italy. But I don't know if it has to come through France, because France was having all sorts of border issues and things and stuff, as well as COVID and Brexit and everything.
Mhm.
It was like the holy trinity of stuff not getting delivered to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It might be that that's come to an end now and everything's going to be okay. So hopefully it'll all be
fairly
all right.
confident that Fan Home are more on the ball, and they, and they are, they're taking their purchases seriously, and
What is it? 4 issues we're expecting?
yes, 4. So we've got the first 2 in the last one, and then there's 4 in this next one.
I'm looking forward to the hand.
Yeah,
It sounds like the head and the foot, haven't we?
yeah. Got head and right foot, I think, isn't it so far?
Take a foot.
And then there's enough. What is it? The entire hand, and
I think there's an
Yeah,
issue. Is
I believe it's
hand. Yeah.
it's
I
the
know-
hand, the wrist, and the actual arc reactor.
Yeah, the arc reactor as
Yeah.
well. That's the one that's
yeah,
coming.
yeah.
I've got
I
a
know
question about the
the
hand.
next one comes in like a couple of fingers at a time, doesn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, but that's a bit bigger. This
So,
one needs
yeah.
an entire hand
With
with
the
light
hand.
up arm thing.
It's going to be each finger, like, is each finger going to be individually articulated? So
Yeah,
you've got
yeah.
all the knuckles.
Yeah,
in it?
they're all fully
In
articulated.
3, fully.
Oh,
I
wow.
think so.
That's cool.
Yeah.
The whole
Absolutely.
kit has something like 56 points of articulation, and I was trying to work them out, and I worked out that there's like 15 in just a hand.
Yeah.
So
That's
if you got 2
plus
hands,
all the
then
That's masterpiece
plates
level.
that
Obviously,
move.
2 hands. Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
masterpiece level
Yeah.
ingenuity.
And
Mhm.
and you know for a fact that absolutely nobody is going to be making Iron Man make rude hand gestures.
Oh,
no,
of course not.
absolutely not. No.
That would just be childish, infantile, and
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
yeah.
Absolutely. No one
Yeah.
on the planet, especially grown adults, would never do such a thing.
No.
I'm wondering about my delivery when it gets if it's going to be those 4 issues, or if they're going to send me issue 1 again, because they said they were going to send me issue 1
Yeah,
again.
they said
I haven't
they
heard
were-
anything else since that.
Hmm.
So
I
find
I imagine they'd try and send it out in the same package, maybe.
I would have thought so, but
Yeah.
I would have thought that they'd have sent this out a month ago anyway. But
But
Yeah.
everything's backed up. Though. I mean, I ordered a Orc War Boss from eBay from the Commander place, but it was a one from like the 4th edition. I first thought that looks really cool, and
Mhm.
I'll have it. That was like nearly a month ago. Yeah, so I've actually, because it said like there's delays because of pandemic and whatnot, I've actually been like, okay, well, it's been like 3 weeks since it was actually meant to arrive. Getting a bit worried here.
Where's that
Um,
coming from? Is that
yeah,
the
from
UK?
Yeah, from eBay. So I'm a bit like, can we sort something out? Either send a replacement or can I get some money back, maybe?
Mm.
And if it arrives, I'll pay them back, but
Yeah.
because I'm not a complete git.
Do you know it's weird because UK Post, I've had a mix of things arriving at different rates. I mean, I've had a couple of items from eBay that have taken nearly a week to get here from the UK, and then I've had some stuff from the UK that's taken 2 days, and then I've had some stuff from abroad that's got here in about a week. Same as this, So it's an odd one.
Well, I don't include Amazon on like working out stuff because when they say, oh, it's going to be delivered today, tomorrow, or whatever like that, it's very rare. There's a delay, but stuff like from eBay or from other places I've been ordering stuff from, it's really been mixed. So I ordered at the same time I ordered this War Boss. I ordered something else from eBay. That arrived 2 days later, and the War Boss is wherever.
yeah, I mean, things get lost in the post.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Reduced everything. Yeah.
The Amazon thing still freaks me out because I bought my son a set of speakers for his music. He's building up his music creation thing for his PC, and I bought him this set of apparently very impressive speakers. He gave me all the specs, and I just said, "Yeah, all right, I'll get you them then." And I ordered them for his birthday, and I thought they might not get there for his birthday, and I ordered them till like Friday morning. And said to his mum, right, they're probably going to be there. I'm hoping they're going to arrive tomorrow, Saturday, but they might not get there until Monday. So, it might miss his birthday, but just let him know.
Tomorrow is Friday.
No, this was when I ordered them. I ordered them on Friday
I
morning.
just thought I'd point out. I know you get confused with days and stuff.
Just in case.
I am getting confused with the days at the moment. But yeah, I ordered them, and then she sent me a message saying, "Oh yeah, they were delivered at like 8 o'clock on Friday night." I was like, "What? Well, what kind of insanity is this?" And that's what happens with Amazon in the city, apparently.
But it's really weird because I'm not in the city. I'm not even close to the city.
No,
I'm in a crappy little ass town. But the thing is like I order something, and then maybe like an hour later I got a thing saying it's been dispatched. As you would, cool, great, it's been dispatched. It will be delivered tonight at 8 o'clock. I'm like, I only ordered it at like 2 o'clock this afternoon. Like, what?
Yeah. Sometimes
it doesn't happen often, but it happens, and it's quite nice. It's like, oh, I need a thing. Oh, it's cool.
No, I mean, it definitely doesn't happen here. I mean, if you get a delivery there's Sunday deliveries, that doesn't happen. You're lucky if you get a courier delivery on a Saturday. So with us, it's still during the day, like normal postie times. So you don't get Amazon knocking on your door at 8 o'clock at night here.
I've been using Amazon a lot recently because I'm not going out. But it's just easy to get stuff. You think you need something, you order it, and with Prime, it doesn't cost anything to get it delivered and stuff anyway. And they always say, it will be there today before 10 p.m. It used to be 8 p.m. And then it was 9, but now it's 10 p.m. It's like they deliver up till 10 o'clock at night.
It's crazy,
but
isn't it?
Later on the day, you might get a thing that will say, yeah, it's coming. I had something delivered today. And yesterday they said, yeah, we'll deliver it tomorrow. This morning I got a thing saying, yes, it's been dispatched. It will be there by 10 p.m. And then at like 11, 12 o'clock, the thing came up saying, yeah, we'll deliver it between 1:30 and 4:30. and then at 1:30, it'll be between 1:45 and 3:45. They sort of narrow it down a little bit. And then you look at 2 o'clock and it's got a little map and it says he's 3 stops away. And
I love it when you get that.
Oh my goodness. Now you see, if they did that up here, you'd go onto the Amazon map, where's the driver thing, and there'd be a line just above Inverness. There'd be a line going across the map of the UK, and the top bit would just say "Here be dragons" or something.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Danger, do not pass. I live on a road that doesn't go anywhere. It's not a cul-de-sac, but it sort of is. It ends at a park. And the Amazon driver will always go past my house and then come back. And I can only assume that they're doing one side of the road first. And then they work their way back on the other side of the road.
Driver every time, and he thinks he can get through the end.
No, I think it's definitely, it says he's got 2 stops to make, but he's outside. But he then goes past and goes down the other end and then comes back. Yeah. Which makes sense on many roads because they obviously don't want the driver having to cross roads and carry packages.
When I worked for posting, that's what they did for cul-de-sacs, as opposed to when you're a postal worker. Because some roads they have it staggered. If you're going to get to the top of the road and then move on to another road, they'll stagger it so you zigzag across. But if it's a cul-de-sac or you're going to go down to another road at the bottom, you'll go up one and then back down. Which,
of course, the trouble is you often look at the map and he's at the end of the road, he goes past the end of the road and buggers off 20 miles in the other direction. It does happen that way as well. But B3 says he's got an articulated war machine hand. He's absolutely not making rude gestures. I absolutely believe that. Don't put that up in the group because it's kid friendly, Athel says he's 3 stops away and the courier's enjoying a cup of coffee or tea from a previous customer. It happens. Amazon especially, or any of these apps that have got the time thing, it will say, he's 2 stops away, he's 1 stop away, he'll be with you soon, and that stays there for like 3 hours. It'll be like he has some more stops to make before he's delivering your package.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't. He was just over there. Give it.
I can see him. I can see him out my window.
Go to the truck and get it.
I'll tell you what though, like DPD have been absolutely great because was it the other week when I got my new music interfaces as part of my slow upgrade to new iMacs and new music gear and all this. I need a new interface so for music lessons and stuff like that. I ordered it, got it on tick from with PayPal. It's great. So waiting for it to be delivered. And he said, it'll be out for delivery tomorrow morning. Great. Fantastic. We'll send you a message of when it's out. Great. Fine. Not an issue. Knocks on the door. 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm not even awake. I'm like, going at the door, and I think instantly awake and excited. Then I check my phone, which I've not done yet, and they sent me an email at 6 o'clock in the morning to say it'll be delivered. I'm like, I'm not even awake. Who's up at 6 o'clock in the morning when I'm on furlough?
Nobody in the
I
right
mean,
mind.
who does that? Sorry, who does that? I'm on furlough. No one's awake at 6 o'clock in the morning of
Who knows
furlough.
that it's 6 o'clock in the morning when you don't have to get up? I mean,
I'd only gone to bed 4 hours ago. I wouldn't mind otherwise.
I mean, I suspect they've obviously got lots of things to deliver, so the delivery window needs to be wider to fit in all the extra deliveries. So instead of delivering up till midnight, which people will get cross about, they start delivering a little bit earlier as well.
But I am thankful because that's allowed me to get a new microphone as well.
Yes, we did notice we were going to remark upon your new microphone. Can you do a moist for us?
Moist.
Yeah, it's not quite there, but it's getting
more reverb, doesn't it?
Wait, I've got a pedal for that. Hang on.
Oh dear.
It'd be a bit of a pain in the setup because all my stuff is in my pedal board. Is on my pedal board, so it's actually no.
Yeah, you can probably do it through your software somewhere, but I wouldn't.
There we go. Reverb.
Right. So, yes. Well, shall we go and have a look in the gallery thing? Because I've got that ready to go, and we'll have a look and see what people indeed here have been posting. I can't remember if I put up pictures of my new news, but we'll find out. If I haven't, I shall do them later, especially. Right. What we have here is what I did a couple of weeks ago. The marble run parkour type thing.
Yeah.
Which doesn't work properly. The marbles get stuck in a couple of places. I tried to adjust it and file it and sand it and get it to work, and it mostly works. But where this helter-skelter bit goes down, it drops it directly down in the middle of it, and it drops it in between. There's two parts that don't quite join up. They got a big gap in it. It's meant to be a big gap in it, and it drops the ball directly into that big gap, and it just sits there because why would it not?
Yeah.
There's other things when that the tippy thing over in the corner makes it go the other way, then that will drop down and jump over the little gap. And if there's a ball there, it will probably push it out of the little gap. But the tippy thing isn't an every time a ball drops thing. It's sort of a bit random as to which way it tips it. So if a couple go the helter-skelter way, then it just sort of jams it up.
Oh.
But it's all right. It was for the fun for the build. I was never going to play with it for ages. So, yeah. I have another one very similar without the helter-skelter, but it's got a different system of ball droppage. So at some point in the future, I shall build that, and we'll see if that does the same thing or something different or anything else. But that's there. I noticed Phil Davis says, I did that one over Christmas. It's a very interesting build. Does yours work? So, yeah, that was that. This is from Mike, who does a lot of part works. I've not been able to figure out what it is.
Looks like a bicycle seat.
That's what came to mind, but I'm pretty sure it isn't.
Yeah.
I know he's building various different things like the Spitfire and the Jeep and almost every part work that comes out he ends up building. But I don't recognise it as anything. I can't figure out how it would fit into anything. So I don't know. And he didn't tell me, so I've got no clues at all.
It's a speaker down at the bottom.
Let's know what it is. Nat Dexterous Crafter has been doing some diamond art at 2 months and 3 days. She was building this on live stream, so from her channel. But yeah, it's done, finished. Looks good. Next up, we have Steve been building Aragog, one of these laser cut wooden snap together things. I did the Big Daddy from BioShock. So Gemma, if you're watching, look away now because there may be pictures of this coming up, and you probably won't like it. It's made out of wood, so it's not that, but it is quite big. Yeah, I don't think he was going to paint it, but he certainly enjoyed putting it together.
Or it's a 1-to-1 scale Australian spider.
No, it's about 1/350 Australian spider. Yeah. He's also done a quick build Challenger tank, and he used to work together to give us a little diorama of a a tank attacking a spider.
That's a movie I would watch.
That's
I'm up for that movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's a monster movie that I'm annoyed hasn't been created yet because they create everything else.
I'm pretty sure there has been. There must be a giant spider film. There's gotta be
there have been
somewhere.
several.
Arachnophobia springs to mind as being lots of giant spiders, but I don't know about tanks.
They weren't really giant. Eight-legged freaks, those are giant.
Right, big,
Good
weren't they?
point.
That was a great film, Eight-Legged Freaks.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Gemma has won some prizes. She won some things. She put in a couple of competition things, and won. They're all like sort of bagged rather than boxed type things.
Yeah.
But a couple of tanks, or a tank, an APC type thing, and a nano block panda,
Cool.
which she hasn't built yet. She's done the tank. That was a tiger one.
That's cute.
And 42 Duster, apparently. I didn't know anything about what they're called. I've got them up here. She wants me to see if I can paint them a bit and make them a bit more realistic. So at some point, I'll be doing some weathering on those.
Those are cute.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
They're almost like Lego sort of snap together kits,
Yeah.
like the quick build things.
Are you painting the panda as well?
Sorry?
Are you painting the panda as well?
No, I won't be painting the panda. The panda comes pre-painted. Paul DeSmasso is doing a little more on the Revel U-boat. I've got a Revel 144 U-boat. I haven't done anything with it, but it looks quite cool.
Mm-hmm.
Katie has just finished another diamond art picture. She likes doing those as well.
Yeah.
It's nice.
That's very
Type
cool.
thing. All good. There we go. Someone else can do some talk now. What's happening there?
Yes, the start of the kit bash. So, because like Forge will have the Grot tanks, and for 4 of them, it's about £75. It's not that bad, but I thought, well, because I've seen like you guys building 2 tanks, and they look really fun.
Mhm.
And I've always kind of liked the Panzer. I'm not a big armor guy, but I've always liked the Tiger. I was like, I thought it was a cool tank, so I kind of built it. And then when I found parts for it, I actually started taking parts off.
Yeah,
Because it was annoying me having stuff displayed. Like, there it is with the turret, but if that wasn't on there, it would have annoyed me. So I actually had to have it fully built and then just like start pulling parts off.
Yep.
So all of that, like the cannon of that is an artillery thing from the Orc Army in 2nd edition. The rockets, I think, are spares from the 2nd edition. Dreadnoughts, the banners, I think, it's from a killer can maybe. Little hatches from the killer can, and I just found quite a lot of my old orc stuff and started just kit bashing it all and gluing it together, and it's lots of fun.
I think there's more coming up because you've got the skirts you did on the side.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
But in between that, Sean has been doing something. I can't tell what it is.
That
Is it?
looks like the back of a Gundam.
It looks Gundam related.
Yeah, it's a mobile suit of some form.
Oh, there we go. There's a friend.
Oh,
I think that's the Zegog.
Yeah, it's the Zagog.
No,
There's that cool.
Oh,
hood
that's
again.
cool.
that's not the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
Look at the wingspan.
That's impressive, isn't it?
yeah, it looks good on a stand.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I
Is
love
that-
the effect on the ground.
That's different.
Is that
Yeah,
the
they're two
bottom-
different things.
Is that
That's
the
not part
bottom
of that.
thing with the wings then? Or is that a different thing?
It's
Do
a
they
different.
fold
Yeah,
up?
they're 2 different mechs.
Right, okay. I like that one. That's cool. I like that
Yeah.
one.
The wings look like they fold up as well, which is cool.
Yeah.
The
There
first
you go.
attempt.
Adam's been posting that. I think
Yeah,
he's
the
been
fir-
trying to confuse me by posting it under 2 different pages, but
Yeah, there's the first attempt at side skirts where it went underneath, and I just cut a block out and did lines and cut bits out and put it together. And then a friend said it's not quite orky enough. It's just like it's there. I was like, yeah, that's a fair point. And then later on we'll probably see the next ones. But yeah, now's the first attempt. But I've kept them.
Steve's done the Lego Land Rover, which looks lovely.
That's
That's
But
awesome.
apparently had trouble with
loved
it. He was saying he had trouble with some parts not fitting together right or not
Huh.
going right.
Lego.
He also got the lighting kit for it, which he
Oh,
had trouble with as well. But
Is that a genuine Lego one?
that's Lego, yeah.
Mm.
The lighting kit isn't made by Lego because they don't make lighting kits for these things. But I don't know which kit he used. I don't know if that's got it installed yet or not.
Yeah.
I think it has. From the
That
looks
looks
of
I
right.
it.
see some wires, so it might well
Yeah,
have. Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking.
Fox is within. It says evening, ladies. So evening, Fox. Welcome. If you're in the need of setting your camera up, then come along and join us.
Moist.
Adam's got a new microphone. Yep, there we go. It's
Nope.
got lights on.
Brake lights work.
That's
Cool.
awesome.
Cool.
Interior lighting. Headlights.
Ooh,
Nice.
like
I did
that.
enjoy putting lights on my 4x4. It wasn't as easy as building it because I built it first and then sort of had to take it apart a little bit to put lights in and swap some bits out. But it was all right. It was there. It happened. Edward has been building a tank. Is that a Challenger?
That's a big
I
tank.
believe so. Yeah. That's
That's
a
nice.
Challenger.
That's
That is
bloody lovely.
beautiful.
Tank.
That is
Yeah, that's a
But-
Wow. That came out so well.
Yeah, the panel putting the shiny the clean bits on the inside and the dirt around the edges never looks right to me in my mind. But when you see it on a kit like this, it does. It just looks right.
It just works.
It
And-
sounds like it shouldn't work. It's like, well, no, that's not right. But
yeah.
it is.
it almost looks slightly sci-fi-ish, doesn't it? The shape of that.
Yeah. Yeah, the sloping plates of it. And can someone explain to me why it has this fencing around it? I'm not understanding what that is.
So stop people breaking in.
In case they
It's to
want,
keep the bullets out.
in case they want to stop and make a barbecue.
Ah,
Makes perfect griddle material.
okay.
It's to stop children breaking in.
Yeah, if you park it in a bad neighbourhood,
Ah.
Yeah, they might nick the wheels.
But
But yeah,
that thing up on the
lovely.
blocks. Oh, yeah, that is gorgeous. And yeah, that is a very, very cool machine. And the
and it's
And
got,
there's another tank, a little bit different. It's not quite the
it's
same.
got a weird lantern on that table at the back.
yeah, that I'm assuming that's some sort of radar system or
I
something
thought it was a
back there.
table. I thought
know
so they
what
could
it
go
is.
have coffee,
That's
play
where they sit
cards.
for having the barbecue.
But yeah, it's
It's got a bottle of wine on it, a little lantern, and it's a dining table. It's just missing the fold-up chairs.
yeah.
It's all pepper shakers.
That's Photoworks. That's an additional part.
The Raging Modeler returns with his Tomb Tank.
I think the next couple are like the different types of skirts I did, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, I think this is when
Yeah,
I.
you
Oh
got two on
no,
there.
it's just it's just the left and right.
What a neat tag.
This was before I actually decided to redo them, and someone said, "Hey, yeah, they don't look quite orcish," and I just had a load of all the little bits of plastic card I had left over. I was just like, "There's no point in throwing them away."
Oh no, you don't
it's
throw
a-
away scraps.
It's an orc tank, I can just glue them on something like, right, that'll do. And that's why it's just covered in random bits of plastic card. Because I thought, well, I've got this little triangle bit or square bit. It's like, oh, that'll do.
Yeah,
Chunk.
why not?
Where can this fit? Oh, that fits quite nicely there. Doink.
We have some answers about the fence. Apple says it's for stopping IEDs.
Oh, okay.
Nine says it's so they can grow some creeping ivy up it.
Also,
That makes more
very
sense.
lovely.
And Swinging Pig says it's to detonate shells and rockets before they hit the armor of the tank.
It's in a blade of armor. Okay.
okay.
Yeah, that makes sense because it's sort of a little bit further away, easier to replace that than the whole.
Yeah,
armor of the tank.
that'll shred apart before it gets into the actual.
I still like the idea of using them as a barbecue griddle. personally.
That's the other option. Yeah, I don't tell you that. This was mine before I finished it. This was the week before I finished it. I'd finished the main painting and I then went ahead and did some more chipping and stuff, which I believe I have some pictures coming up next week because we're still on the 3rd of February on this. We're still a week ago.
I was trying to think what that reminded me of, and it reminds me of the Gulf Racing colours for the Ford GT40.
All right. Yeah. It's what is it? It's an Achilles Ridge Runner
I like
from someone. Something.
it's I don't know. Have you ever seen this? It's that shit. So well, it's like a bluey grey, like pale blue.
I don't know.
Right. I'm not sure, but it kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
Racing.
That's the Lego car that I built, a little bit cheaper than the Land Rover that Steve did.
Probably.
But mine came with cones. I got cones
Very
with it.
smiley.
It looks like it's smiling.
Yeah.
These are the speed racers,
Hello, I'm a car.
which are a great range of kits. They're not expensive. They're like 10 or 15 quid for a car. And there's a lot more in them than it feels like there should be. They're really easy. I mean, it's Lego. It's not going to be difficult, but they come together really well, and they look the part. I mean, that looks like a Porsche. You can't,
Yeah.
you know.
That looks nice.
Yeah. Give it the stickers. You got jazz.
Yeah. That was the owl that I had to repair without the instructions. It's like a 3D jigsaw type thing, which
How'd you get on with that?
off the shelf, but they rebuilt it.
He looks very cross with you.
Yeah, he's not very happy. I think he might be sad or tired. I can't tell.
Like, don't break me again.
Stop touching me.
Adam returns with more sellotape.
Yeah.
Yes. It was pure. The texture said purely to see what they look like, because I was on a call with a friend and we were looking at like tune tank conversions, and someone had actually done that, but they hadn't taken the sellotape off, and they'd actually stuck it down with sellotape, primed it, and painted it, and we were like, oh god, no. But yeah, this was Mark II, the overhang, and this is what I went with in the end, because one day I had it all out, like with the bits hanging in. I was like, right, great. Next day, put that on. It's like, yeah, that definitely. At the end, I was like, definitely that looks loads
Much
better.
more random.
Yeah. I like that better than the tucked underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what loads of people say. So we've gone with that. All I need now is the rivets for it, and I need many, many rivets.
Some of those plates should look like really big Band-Aids.
Well, that one does.
Paint them up to look like really large Band-Aids on there.
Back there, like two bandits.
Uh-huh.
I have a plan.
That's what I'm here
Sean's
for.
doing a bit more work on the Zegok. Is that what you said it was? Was that the one we saw?
Yeah, that's what that torso was. Yeah,
Okay.
that's for this guy.
I'm assuming this is some sort of chain gun, minigun type thing.
Yeah. That's it.
All the Dakar.
Yep, looking good. There we go. It's Dan's turn to do some talking.
Yep. Here is the dashboard to the Ecto after I installed the ashtray that I had cut out. And
I remember you talking about that. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, yep, it's now hinged and closed, open, closed.
Ooh.
And it's got magnets to actually hold it closed. And otherwise it just kind of drops open. The glove box did too. It kind of sagged a little bit, so I magnetized that too. And then the next one is showing from behind, where I made a hinge pin that everything, I can unscrew everything and take it apart again. Nothing's glued in place, really. I can dismantle it for extra painting, and I have to take it apart to detail it and add cigarettes to it and all that stuff too. I gotta gunk it up.
That's mighty impressive, dude. That is mightily impressive.
Very good. It's going to be so. I just love the idea of how big this thing is.
Oh yeah,
So cool.
yeah, it's huge. There it is with the seats, and the seats tilt forward. I mean, it's just beautiful craftsmanship just in the original kit itself. They just did such a nice job with it. You know, there's my flooring that I did with the felt, and then the rubber mats on top.
Yeah, as you say, they've done a nice job with the kit, but the extra steps that you've taken to improve it are just above and beyond.
Because you've put the felt in yourself, haven't you? It's not, that isn't part of the kit.
The forward
The felt is me. The ignition key opening there, that's me.
I remember about the ignition
key. You'll actually start the ignition by taking a little photo etch key that I sculpted, and you'll pop it into there to hit the button to turn the engine on.
Oh.
Because I lost the piece that came with the kit that actually was just the ignition switch that you push, and so I decided to make it an actual inset behind that keyhole, and so now you have a photo etch key that I used some just photo etch fret and some files. I made a key.
The passenger on the top of the dashboard there.
Dan, is when are you going to make a miniature working Proton pack?
I have a box of 4 of them.
And you had to ask.
Came with the kit. And I am going to also heavily modify these as well because there
Don't cross
are a
the
lot
stream.
of
Bad things.
inaccuracies.
What's the bit on the dashboard there, Dan?
The little white things?
Stacky bit. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the posts that hold on a piece of equipment. Let's see, it's behind me somewhere. There it is. I have that attached now, where it's got this little round thing up there,
Oh, right. Yeah.
and they call it like an antenna of some
Right.
sort.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Like
so
an
instead of
extra-
the giant screws holding it on, I have those little pieces of styrene that just go
Cool.
through the posts. I glued it down and then painted the posts silver after I trimmed them down, so it looks like just screws holding it in that are the right size.
Sure,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Very good.
Dude.
That's a different bit of the Exo one.
Yeah.
I don't recognize
Nope.
that bit.
That is the Space 1999 Hawk. That I had a bunch of kits that I had gotten over the holidays and photo etch sets. So this is the interior of the Hawk cockpit with the photo etch added and then primed. And originally I wasn't going to light it, but that's the only way you're ever going to see anything in that cockpit through those windows.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's going to have
The biggest
you know,
stuff.
just a very simple LED in there to light it up enough to be able to see in the windows. But I love photo etch. It just adds so much.
Mm.
I'm not brave
Yeah.
enough to do photo work.
It's tricky to deal with, but once you get there, it does add a lot. So,
I've not
Very
actually done any photo etch other than the Metal Earth kits.
Ah,
I've not done any actual.
I've got a couple of those. Yeah. This is
yeah,
photo
etch
etch.
itself is
from-
just a bit thinner.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is brass instead of steel. But this is photo etch sets made by Paragraphics. And I just love his work. It's just
Right.
one guy who designs all these and does a magnificent job at it.
Is that the guy who
Yeah.
did the Colonial Viper?
Yes.
photo etch as
Yes.
well? Yes.
That looks like something from Thunderbirds, but
Ultraman,
Yeah.
older
okay.
Oh, wow.
and Japanese. And that's actually a finished model. Yay! The drill tank's actually only about that big. It's a little thing, and it comes with a super miniature version to display with the aircraft that
All right.
they have at that scale.
It's in scale with the aircraft.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the little one is to scale with the aircraft of it.
Cool.
And I just love those little vehicles.
Yeah. Cool.
This is another picture from Sean. Obviously,
Oh, I do like that. What is
it
that?
is lovely. It's huge and
Those wings
spiky.
are amazing. I love it.
What
I
is
like
it?
the metallic effect. I hadn't seen that before.
Yeah. What
I like
is it?
What is it?
Oh, that red on the armor
Yeah,
is
the shoulders
amazing.
and the
Wings are amazing.
Yeah.
And they're articulated.
It's like
as well.
marble.
Cool.
Oh yeah, Gundam models like this are super articulated.
I like
It's
the
like
base. It's like the
candy
thing
red
I did for the
marble.
dragon.
Which one is that?
I do not know. I
have
don't
no idea.
recognize that suit.
I'm going to guess it's
Sometimes the
with the
text
wing.
come up on these posts. So if you go and have a look in the group itself, Sean might have told you.
Yeah,
If not,
probably.
comment in it and ask him. I'm sure I'll pop in and let you know at some point.
Yeah, yeah. I
I'm
know
not sure
it's
why he's
posted
got some
somewhere.
sort of giant spoon as well. I don't know what he's attacking with.
It looks like a propeller, doesn't it? Like an old-fashioned.
Yeah,
It's like a letter opener or something.
a
Yeah.
little bit of a hockey stick.
A giant spoon. It might be like a giant ice cream spoon. It might have a giant ice cream tub that's just not.
Might be, yeah, that might be it. Steve got himself an ATM-6 from The Last Jedi. Again, I think he ordered it online and was surprised by the size of it.
Yeah,
He didn't realise that this was one of these mini box scale
those
things.
little bitty ones. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
it was like a
considered
big
that,
thing,
but because I like the design, it's just that kit's so small.
Ooh.
it's the gorilla thing, isn't it? Yeah. But he's obviously not going to leave it like that. He's going to
Of course,
make
not.
it something
It's
completely
doing
different.
yoga.
It's
You never know. He might just leave it.
Not from the pictures.
yeah.
Yeah.
Unless that's how it comes out of the womb.
It's still kind of left how it is though at the moment.
Like that, yeah. Not like it's meant to be, but like that, yeah. Which is basically on its back with the head on backwards, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gemma's been doing more jigsaw puzzles, tiny, teeny jigsaw puzzles this time.
Oh, wow.
So tiny they give you tweezers to use to pick up the pieces.
Really? Oh my! Is that what that is?
With the beanbaggy bits.
Holy hell!
Macro jigsaws.
Another one with larger pieces, but still a tiny jigsaw.
Yeah, that's a lap tray, isn't it?
Yep.
Good grief, that is.
God.
Yeah, that's the same lap tray.
Oh my god.
That's what puzzles about that big.
That's a more normal size jigsaw that she's done. That's another one of these was jig things she was doing the other week. The Only Fools and Horses version.
Yeah.
I like that one.
There you go. That's the scale.
Wow. It's really pretty too.
Yeah. Oops. Back in a minute.
Oh, food's ready.
Food's ready.
That's the British Isles.
The food.
He's changed his legs around a little bit.
There we go.
Yeah.
Don't know what it's doing now. I don't want to know. But, yeah.
Not very uncomfortable.
It doesn't look happy, does he? No. There we go. Adding bits to it now.
Yeah. When all the bits get added to it, it's going to look less and less like the source material.
The process has begun.
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah. There we go. Something a little bit different.
Orcs-ish. Lots of orcs. Yes. The start of my new orc army, which will absolutely pummel Fox in gameplay.
Yes.
I bloody hope. This was about week's worth of painting. I did all the grots first, just dead quickly got them all done, and then I was focused on the runt herder. But it's really, I thought like I was going to get really sick of them, like green layer, wash, layer. No, really, really genuinely enjoyed painting all of these. Whereas like when I did my Necrons, it was dead easy and a bit boring. But these, there's a lot of character. There's a lot more character in them. There's a lot more kind of energy and life in them.
Yeah.
And then you have, thanks to Andy, Dead First, bringing up the front. Pummel. Yes, Fox, I will. All your tanks will belong to me.
Those look nice.
Yeah.
Dead First, little red cap at the front. No, really good fun builds.
Yeah, they look really good. They look very.
I like the way that they were all wearing different hats as well,
and all the checkers as well. Doing the checkers on its belt was actually easier than I thought it'd be. But I actually just, instead of like using a paintbrush and doing the checkers, I actually use a pencil to etch it out and then paint it over, and that was a bit easier.
Cool. Steve painted it. Look.
Oh, wow.
Actual paint, not just primer.
No, I did ask him where he got his yellow primer from, and he got upset. But yeah, it's obviously construction vehicle because
needs caution striping.
Good.
That looks cool. Yeah, the extra bits definitely add a lot.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't look like a AT-MT anymore.
Yeah. There's the Zagog.
The other thing again. That's what it looks like when it's all together.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Not at all like the guy with wings.
Yeah. I like the shaping of this. It's just a very cool retro looking mech.
They remind me of like Mangazine and stuff like that.
The black hole.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, I think the red and the claw definitely lend it.
Is this actually a robot, or is there a guy in it? Or
I'm sure there's a guy in it. Yeah,
there's a guy in one of these. Is it? Right.
Yeah,
it looks like.
I can never tell. I get told off if I get it wrong.
Most everything in Gundam is piloted.
All right. This was a picture from mine. The palm trees that I got looked a bit plasticky, so I slapped some contrast paints on them, and it just makes it look better without any effort at all.
Oh. I'm looking forward to this. I've got to say, the sneak preview pictures look really, really good.
Yeah.
This is my project that's been ongoing for a long time now, but has finished. It's my diorama. There is a video available to everybody now of a slideshow of stills taken from the video that will be coming out soon, showing basically the dio from above, from nothing to completed. It's only about a minute long, so it won't take you long to get through it. But there is a video of the entire build, which is more like an hour long, as most of the other previous diorama videos have been. But at the moment, that's in early access to my lovely patrons and lovely channel members. But next week, that will be available in the wild for everybody to watch and take the mickey out of. So, yeah, that's a still from it. I'm sure there's more coming up, but we'll get there. Philip Prime has been doing a Star Trek thing. I think he's 3D printed them and then obviously painted them.
Yeah.
There from the motion picture, I believe.
Yeah. I wonder if the travel pod's going to be part of this. The scene is about right.
Yeah. Just have a look. Athel's got to go because he's Windows update is still going to restart, so he's going. Fox says the Z-Gok is a mobile suit like a Zaku. They had just deployed underwater. It did have an underwater type look to it.
Yeah, had that.
Submarine transformer.
It's a special
Except it doesn't transform.
Yeah, underwater transformer. Yeah. Oh, this is obviously before the before picture of him being printed.
Massage chairs.
And this is the shuttle pod.
There's the pod. Yeah. Lou Del Maso built one of these.
Open the pod bay doors.
I dread to think what size the Enterprise would be at that scale.
Right.
About the size of a house.
I'm going to say it would fill up your entire house, wouldn't it? This is the completed. The week after, I've done the scratching and weathering on there. Not heavily. I've got off a bit of heavy weathering for most things. I like a little bit more subtle at the moment. So I've just taken some edge highlights and scratches and wears to that, and I called it done. So next time, this Sunday is Ted's turn, so it's not me, but next week after, I shall be starting something else. I don't know what I'm going to be doing yet. I think it might be another orc thing. So that will be the start of another project ongoing through the Warhamster streams.
Yeah.
And Steve finally got his missing advent calendar Poe Dameron.
Oh, that's good.
Which he got 2 TIE fighters or something and got the wrong thing in one of the doors, so he contacted them and they sent out the right one.
That's good.
Right, there we go. More orc boys.
Yes, I built these the other day watching Colin and Dad, and dear Lord, I made such a mess. I knocked the glue over, didn't I? I spilt the extra thin. I did the thing, and then my room stank of extra thin for the next couple of hours. And I was like, I'm just going to sit here, ignoring the smell, watching the stream. and now I've got a bunch of gubbins left from all of them, and all the barrels are drilled out. Hooray! I only stabbed myself once.
That's very impressive.
No, it was literally like, oh, have I stabbed myself? Oh no, I'm all right. Oh, now I have. Okay.
Yeah.
And then super glue and napkin.
Oh.
Eric's been doing some Lego again. The little I can't remember what they're called, kits or kids or something. Or I don't remember. There's a theme to them. The big head things, but
blockheads.
Blockheads. That's the one. Thank you. Yeah, look cool. Not quite as cool as the Baby Yoda I've got behind me, but
I'm just going to say that the one of the eyes on Baby Yoda isn't straight, and it's really, really. I can't not look at it. It's just one little thing. I'm just like, I really want to straighten it. I really want to straighten it.
I'll just leave it up there for a little while then, just to sink it in for you.
Damn you, Chris.
He hasn't straightened it out for that picture either.
Internal screaming.
Adam comes back. Just needs rivets, he says.
Yeah, this was the gun on the front of it because I was waiting to build the boys to see what spares I had. So I've got a few glyphs on there, and then we've got the big Daka gun at the front.
Were you building it in the dark?
No, it was just late at night, and I couldn't get the other light on properly. I was like, sod it, and I'll click. You can see that's fine. But yeah, that's essentially it. Now just waiting to get some rivets, and then I can start priming this little sucker.
Cool.
Cool.
However, I don't think it's game legal, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to try.
Depends on the game, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Steve again. I don't know. You can see the yellow one in the background, but I don't know what this one is, or what it used to be, or what it is now. I can't remember.
I think that's a repulsor. I think the main guts of that might be a repulsor.
It could be bits of everything on it. I don't know.
Well, we know it's bits of everything, but
Yeah,
part of me
but I
thinks
like
it's partly
it.
a repulsor.
That's definitely got a full-on like salvage thing vibe, and it's fully painted.
It is.
I mean,
indeed.
that's noteworthy. He didn't just frame it; he did the full painting on it. It looks beautiful.
I thought this was a round of applause.
Back to that. Oh, it's got some more bits on it as well.
Oh, it's got the caution stripes now.
I can't
Yeah.
get
And 31.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Excellent.
That is really awesome.
Very good. There you go. Another one that's got some paint on it.
Okay, that's definitely a repulsor.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
I've got no idea what any of these are, but yeah.
That is literally all the Dakar. That's a repulsor Baneblade. Dakar machine.
Oh yeah, it is Baneblade.
Steve says it's the BRASS Monkey recovery ship. The base was an SDFK half-track thing. I don't know what any of that means.
But it looks cool as hell.
Yeah, very much so. This.
Yeah.
Look, it's even got proper background to his picture as well. Look, it's not just his laptop.
Oh, yeah.
He's obviously proud of that one.
He's been stepping up his game.
Got the paper in the shape of the laptop.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think the paper's probably laid on top of the laptop, but that's not the
Okay,
point.
but hey, that works.
Next
Makes
up,
it easier to see the model, and it's fully painted, and it's
there'll be a
beautiful.
diorama next he's going to build. So you wait for that one. Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Well done, Steve.
Very nice.
It's definitely
That
got all the
sucker
guns.
can move.
Can you imagine actually playing 40k with that and that being allowed? Can you imagine how many dice you would have to roll in one hand?
Absolutely.
Like, dear Lord, you would need a bucket just to roll the dice.
Yeah.
Okay, now where did that big one come from?
The big one, yeah. It's the little fella's big brother turned up. It's
I've
probably
not
not
seen
going to
a
stay
model
like
of a big
Are you going to make it look exactly like the other one? That'd be cool. Make a big version of that. If you,
You see,
remember
then,
how you did it.
When a mummy attack and a daddy attack, they love each other very much.
What did you do to my baby?
Yeah. That's not a normal birth. Edward may have accidentally got himself a very nice Lego Technic kit.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh,
It is beautiful, nice Lambo, but I don't like the colour. I've never liked the green of the colour. It just doesn't do it for me.
I'm fine with the colour. Green for the
Edward
win.
does say that green is his favourite colour, so that's okay.
It's weird because I love Kawasaki green. Because I like Kawasaki's, because I like my Kawasaki, and I've always liked Kawasaki green. But on a car, it's just too much.
Yeah.
On a motorbike, you can get away with it, I think, but on a car, it's just too
smaller. Adam again, the head that took him an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah, I hadn't actually planned to paint because this was done all in a day. This model, when we'll see it again in a few minutes. But this generally took me. I did like bits of the cloak, and then I thought, right, I'm going to start some work on the head, and I just kept doing it, and very finally just started doing little bits and really working on like my brush control and stuff like that. And yeah, he looks a bit miffed, and I'm very happy. I think this is one of my best faces I've painted because it's all there. It's all
the horns look excellent as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thing is, I've even got red in his eyes. I don't know that picture if you can see it on the picture or not, but there is actually
really.
It's a tiny little slit because he's so. It's a tiny little margin of error to get his eyes done, and I actually managed to do them.
I can understand it being angry because can you imagine walking through doors with horns like that? You're just going to be smacking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, buying hats must be a pain.
Well, to be fair, and that's why Hellboy, just trims this down with a
yeah, exactly. He's like a cross between a fully horned out Hellboy and Darkness from Legend.
Yeah, thinking Legend. Yeah.
Oh, what a movie!
Mm-hmm.
Eric has done some Lego. I'm sure I've done this one. I remember the wind tunnel.
So is that what that is? That's a wind tunnel piece.
Oh,
Oh, that's so cute.
That's fantastic.
That's very cool. I think they just decided that the car wasn't quite big enough to justify the price.
Yeah, they wanted to add some more parts, and that's a clever use of.
It's another one of these Sweet Champions things that they're just excellent.
Yeah.
Adam returns
wow.
Oh, wow.
I'm
Nice.
Yeah, this was a 6-hour paint job. I accidentally painted a model in 6 hours. I normally do a few hours, leave it, and do it over a couple of days. I accidentally did this in a day.
That's
Like-
very impressive. Very
Oh.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Here's the
dude.
thing to make it a bit more interesting. I actually reprimed part of him halfway through the day because on this blade you can see the little cracks in it. I was wanted to do like a lava effect in it and then do the rest silver. Did it once, didn't work because when I went paint over it again and I just tried skimming it, it was still going in the gaps.
Right.
I did that a couple of times. So I painted it all silver, then I did another wash on it, and essentially I just clogged up the detail with doing so many coats. So I basically got a bit miffed, covered all the stuff because it's where his hand is. I'm actually pointing at my screen, but where his hand is on his pole arm is actually comes off. So this was all in pieces. So I actually maxed off everything below from his hand below. Got some Dettol, got a toothbrush, and just scrubbed it, dried it, washed it, went outside, primed it, and repainted it. I had that much of a wibble. I stripped it and reprimed it that day. just that bit though.
This was one I put up a few hours ago. The X-Wing cockpit. Pretty much the 5 issues that came yesterday. Finished off the fourth and final wing, and we started doing something a bit different. We're doing the cockpit, so the cockpit's basically completed now.
Is that how it came, or did you actually do all the little bleaky lights?
That's how it comes. It comes in parts, but you put together. But I haven't done any
that's
work
stock.
to that at all.
That's a stock paint job. No, that's
really
not
good.
bad.
I won't be repainting it. I will be doing some sort of damage wear and dirtying up and
kind of
weathering,
tie it together.
but not anything major because it's good enough for me. The little panels on the side that are unusual shapes are extra bits that you sort of put in. That's how you build it. But it works. It does the job.
It's really good.
I'll be weathering it and tidying it up, but other than that, I'm happy with how it's come out. The lighting, there's 3 bulbs that light it up. One goes behind the main panel, and 2 go in the slightly grey ones off to the side at the bottom there. But the ones on the side have got some light bleed through them, so I'm going to need to take them apart and prime the inside and tie them up. But I'll be doing that later. But I'm happy with how it's gone together. So yeah, I was happy that we're doing something other than wings.
Yeah. I still want to get that, but you have to pay full price for it now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure at some point it will be cheaper. Once they finish, they'll do it a bit cheaper, but not quite yet.
I can't remember, Chris. Have you done all the wings now, or is there still one more to go?
Yeah, the 4 wings are all done now. Yeah.
I don't remember. But yeah, hooray!
Congratulations.
Absolutely, yeah. But we've done issue 65 is the last one that came yesterday. So there's only another 35 to go. We've done obviously the cockpit now, the canopy. There's the whole middle piece to do.
Yeah,
We've got
the whole fuselage needs to be.
The nose and the nose cone part.
All the stuff that goes inside there.
The back, joining all the wings together, the motorized bit of the wings, and everything else still to come. So there's plenty still to do, but it's all coming together now, which is what I like.
Yeah.
Adam's got another paint kit.
Yeah, I got this for Christmas, and with the model, I have not had a chance to use it.
Have a good one, everyone.
Let's biddy.
Okay. Bye.
Right. I got the paint set and the model for Christmas, and I just think because with painting the orcs, I know the Citadel method. I know how to do the Citadel stuff, and because I want to keep some sort of contingency with them all, so I wanted to keep them all very similar. So with the Uruk, it's not going to the army. I'll try and do something a bit different.
Yeah.
So the Orc and Goblin set comes with a paint guide. So I've actually been following the paint guide for this, and it's not turned out too badly. I'm still unhappy with it in the way that the blends aren't quite that smooth, but for a first run, yeah, I'm happy with it, and I'm probably going to do. I'll probably do the war bosses and named characters like this for my 40k army. Everything else, all the grunt troops, basic, bash them out, done. But for the ones that stand out, I'm probably going to do this method.
Cool.
Yeah, well, the blending's all about practice, isn't it? So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, eventually it will become second nature, and you'll end up doing it for everything. But yeah,
But for now, just the odd one.
Steve's been putting roller skates on something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't tell. I don't know. No, I can't tell what it is or what it used to be.
Is that an ABC robot?
It might be. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it is.
it is. That's good. Good
I don't know
pick.
if it normally has the roller skates or not, but
I am
That's-
such a dork.
Yeah.
that's very, very impressive, though. I don't know. Obviously, the different color bits are probably not original.
I'm guessing that's a vinyl kit
I
then.
don't know. It might be. I don't
Yeah,
know.
from the color, it looks vinyl.
Don't know. He didn't. If he did put anything in the comments, then I can't tell what they are. But we look forward to seeing that in different things, in primer and paint and finished.
Mhm.
That'd be good. I don't know that you're going to be doing much to modify it. It's good enough as it is. So yeah,
It's definitely
Hammer
got that
Science is mayhem.
Jay
I don't know
Leno.
if that's just guessing or if that's an actual thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's definitely got that Jay Leno chin going on there.
It's Hammerstein.
Graham's been asking what kit he was talking about. I think he was talking about the X-Ring, and he said what scale. It's 1/18th scale, the X-Ring. It's part work. Big D'Agostini part work, yeah. All right, B3 lost a few of the original bits, so he's had to improvise.
Ah.
Fair
Assuming the parts that are different color.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they belong, so you
Yeah.
can wait for it.
I love that hand. That's really
Yeah.
nice.
From the looks of it, it does look like it's just the ABC Warrior kit from the Stallone movie, but then he's made it into Hammerstein from the ABC Warriors.
I don't know.
comic
I've seen the film, but I don't know the
Okay.
characters well enough to comment. And Sal has put up a picture of the Old Sins game that's now out on Steam on the PC. I have been playing through it on the iPad, but I'd already bought it by the time he posted to say that it was available on Steam. So I'll be playing through that on Steam to get up to where I got through on the iPad, and then I shall be continuing it on the PC because it's going to look a bit better. It's going to be easier to stream.
Is it
than,
VR?
With the iPads and stuff, and yeah, in 4K and everything as well. So stick around for that on the Team Inept channel. Like and subscribe. Adams, 4 hours ago, put another picture up.
Yep, there it is. That is how I got with the guide, and that's as far as I got with the guide, and that's like me following the guide step by step,
Mhm.
and that's rough what I've ended up with. If it's accurate to the mod on the front of the box, debatable, but in terms of like doing it, it's a lot slower because it is literally a case of mix this and do a bit of this, now this and this and this and this. Where it's there, it's like base, wash, base, layer, highlight, done.
Yeah.
But I think like going forward with war bosses and like Gazgul Thraka and the like, big name characters, I will be doing this method just to make them different towards the other grunt troops.
It does make them stand out a bit more, doesn't it?
Well, the original plan is all the grunt troops will get basic jobs done, and then as the ranks get higher and higher, they'll each get a bit more time. So all the boys will look fairly standard.
Yeah.
The next group up will look pretty good, and then like obviously as they get more and more powerful, they'll look more and more detailed.
Yeah.
You look so happy.
Yeah, but well, there's a funny thing. I realized this. As you can see, he's missing all his chest cavity.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right, and that's because I wanted to paint the face. So when I've got him as far as I've got him now, which is nearly complete again, you can't see half his face because it's
No, but you'll know it's there. That's the important thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. But I was like, oh crap, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, but all it takes is one person to pick it up and take a good look, and
there is that.
Steve has been playing around with it. He's bent his leg back
that AT is no longer.
It's no longer an AT, is it? It's turned into some sort of spider.
It's a spider walker type of thing. It's
I was not expecting that. I
it's
was
in
not
pain.
expecting that. So we got Nerf going.
Oh, now it's got a cockpit.
Oh, that looks so much better with a cockpit on it.
That's making sense now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now it looks like the Betty from Alien 3.
I was thinking that the flyers
Seren-
from Avatar.
Serenity.
Not quite so
Firefly.
Serenity. I mean, her
No,
shapes,
from certain angles, it
but
doesn't look
definitely
anything like-
Betty. Betty's very, very similar.
Yeah.
But I like
But
it. That's okay. There's some really cool shapes going on there.
Yeah. I can't place any of the parts, but there's definitely part that was sort of Nerf written on one bit. So
I can see. I see Gunpla. I think I see Gunpla. I see Nerf.
I don't know what the cockpit's from.
Yeah, I was trying to place that too. That looks like it's from like a
Some
dune
sort of
buggy or
submarine.
something.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm assuming the yellow is the yellow. Indeed, Steve does say, I enjoyed making the little one so much, I made my version of Betty from Alien Resurrection.
Hey.
Yep.
Now, there's a nerd if I ever heard one. Steve131's about, sending good vibes and evening.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah, bud.
Steve said earlier that the War Machine hand was the ABC robot from Judge Dredd. Found it in a box a while back.
Okay. Well, that certainly works with it.
I've
Yeah,
got some more of this.
absolutely.
The trouble I have with going through these pictures in the gallery is I don't know what's coming next. I want a little preview panel that only I can see, so I know if it's the next one is part of the same series or if it's a different one that I shouldn't go to. But it's smaller than I thought it was.
Oh, yeah.
I felt it was larger than that. Not that it's too small, but it's
Well, we were going by the scale of that teeny little one.
yeah. Unless Steve's just got bigger hands than I thought.
Also a possibility. But that's
And that's the end
very
because
cool.
that's the picture at the end. So that was a long time going through there. So I apologize if anybody got bored going through it.
Oh.
But that was all good. Thank you for sending all your stuff in or posting it all up in the group because that's where I get them all from. Continue to do so, and next week we'll go back through the ones that have been posted after that, if I remember where it is, because with them being posted today, I get confused as to the date as to what's been shown before and what's up there. So, B3 says it's the Thunderbird 4 cockpit. There we go. I saw it had a 4 written on it, but I didn't know that was
Yeah.
and he has got shovel hands, so yeah, maybe it is bigger than we thought. Speed had to go. He had a phone call in the middle of that, didn't he? So Speed's disappeared, leaving the 4 of us here. So it's getting close to end time anyway. But is there anything else you want to mention or talk about? Oh, I was going to put some pictures up. So talk amongst yourselves while I find some other pictures to show you.
Talking.
Well,
Talking. Much talking.
while he's doing that, I actually have news.
Oh,
My wife and I are getting a house.
yay!
Yay!
Yes.
I'll put you front and center while I'm running stuff.
So, yep, we are. Already put in like an offer, and we're getting back and forth with the seller, who the seller happens to be on vacation in Mexico. So the contact back and forth is delayed.
A bit.
But it's a neat little 2-bedroom house, and I'm getting most of the basement.
Fantastic.
So that will be my new workshop area. Where
Here's the thing now, though, Dan. You got to pack up all your bench, all of it.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm looking at it, and
you only see a bare fraction.
This is what I'm saying to you. I see a fraction of it. What I don't see is what I'm thinking of. Like, holy hell!
Yeah. It's going to, but we're likely, if the schedule works the way we expect, we'll have like 2 months of being able to just move stuff over back and forth.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
And so that will help.
So it's not just going to have to be like everything.
Nope.
It can be like this.
We'll
room,
have the
this
apartment
room.
and the house, and we'll be able to just make trips.
Yeah,
It's in
well,
town here, so
Yeah, one day it'll be this room, then it'll be this room, and then for the next 6 weeks it'll be
whichever
your
boxes
bench.
I can fit in my van. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in 3 or 4 years, you can start opening the boxes that you brought over. Right, I have found some pictures and I've put them in a folder so I can show them with you.
Excellent.
This is my sneak peek at the diorama that I've just completed.
Oh, wow.
It is Scarif from Rogue One. And it's taken me a long time. I've been attempting to build it for a while and thought about it and figured out how I'm going to do it and then got the parts and finally got around to actually doing it. And for some reason, it's not letting me go through to the next picture in the series. Yes, it is. Yeah, the diorama itself, there's a couple of pictures that have got an overview. There you go.
That's nice.
The main 2 kits are the U-Wing and the TIE Striker, I want to say. It's got the little tanks that came with one of them. I can't remember which one it came with, but they're all 1/4 scale. I picked up some trees and some shrubbery and some water effects and sand effects and things, and found one of only 2 pictures I found in a decent resolution of Scarif as a background.
That blends really well.
Yeah, it looks
That
really
background
good.
sells it.
It's literally me just holding it up in front of the screen. But
Wow.
yeah, I was quite happy with how it fitted in.
Yeah.
I did a little bit of photo editing on the right-hand side to sort of blend that in a bit, the corner cut off a little bit. But yeah, I was more than happy with how it's come out. First time using scenery, shrubbery and stuff. So again, happy with how that worked.
Yeah, that's looking really nice, dude.
I've had the kits for the first time doing water effects as well. So
Like I was about to say, the water's excellent. The water looks really good.
Thank you very much.
Yes, you did a very
It
good
ages
job
for it
on
to
that.
dry. I did it too thick. It was using Mod Podge mainly, and I put it down too thick, and it just took like 10 days to dry.
Oh.
You're just sort of sitting there waiting, watching it, and it goes. It's white when it starts, and then goes transparent. But there's white blobs in the middle where it's thicker. But eventually, it got there, and then I put more white on the top. But yeah, the kits I'd had done for a while, and intended to put them in a diorama, but it just took me a while to get there. Again, a little bit of photo editing to get rid of the transparent rod.
Stick. Yeah.
But
that's
it works.
yeah. Do you have the tanks in the ship like pinned to the base or something?
They're glued to the base yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just glued in place. I'm not going to be taking it apart or anything. So
yeah,
yeah,
That's fantastic.
I was very happy with how that came out. There is, as I say, a video of it now available to watch, which is just a slideshow of a dozen pictures or whatever of the build in progress, which I think is quite interesting because it's literally empty board, me drawing on the board, building up the plaster on the board, and then painting the board and putting in the different bits here and there. But that's more of a teaser. The actual build video will be available to everybody next week. So if you want to see it quick, you can come along and become a channel member or a patron. You can even join just for the month and then watch it and bugger off. I hope you don't. I hope you join and stay. But
no, because then you can come on here. It's fun.
Yeah, join in the party.
Yeah.
Everybody
if
get
you build
involved.
a tower and it's not a picture, then you're a god. Yeah, the tower it took ages to build that. To scale, it has to be like 3.5 meters back, so it took ages to get the angles right, just to get the pictures. But no. Steve says, "Good news. Hope you'll be happy in the new house, as do we all."
Thank you. Yeah, I'll update as I go.
2 months without actual furniture other than the workbench. You don't need anything else, though, really, do you? Graham has turned up better late than ever. Congratulations on the house news. Don't know why I called you Eric, but
I don't know. Maybe there's somebody else.
Looking good. Thank you very much. So yes, that was my news for the week. I haven't got anything else in progress yet. I spent yesterday doing the X-Wing and today doing the editing of the X-Wing, which I haven't finished yet. I've got one episode coming out tomorrow for issue 61, and on the day after, whichever day that is, that was Saturday, wasn't it? Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah. I plan to have each 5 coming out one day after another, so they should be coming out soon. I do need to paint the E-Models build, which is sitting just there. So I might do that next. Get that done and out of the way. But other than that, yeah, I've got other dioramas. Now I've done that diorama, I want to get on and do another one because it's taken me like 2 years to do that one or 3 years to do that one after the other couple. So I do sort of want to carry on doing another one, but I haven't got any kits ready to go into it.
What about the tugboats that you were doing?
Yeah, that's another diorama over there, but that's not a Star Wars diorama. It's not quite the same.
Okay.
So yeah, I should get onto that as well. Yeah, I probably should do that next. I've also got the mouse sitting over there, the huge tank thing that I've built and haven't painted yet. So yeah, there's things that I should probably finish off before I start anything else. But I've got a couple of other ideas for the next Star Wars diorama. My plan is to do one for each film.
Oh,
So I've already done the Hoth from Empire.
Yeah.
And the Falcon Jakku one from episode
Force
7.
Awakens. Yeah.
Yep. So this one obviously is and they're from Rogue One. The trouble is I've got an idea for the I've got the Slave One. So I've got an idea for that on the landing pad, but that's also Empire. So I sort of might fudge it a bit and try and do an imaginary.
In A New Hope, though, in A New Hope special, in the extended version of A New Hope, it's actually there in Mos Eisley.
Yeah, but no, New Hope has got to be the trench run.
Yeah. Well,
So
if you're going to do Jedi, I hope it's Endor with the speeder bikes.
Well, 144 scale speeder bikes are going to be a pain.
Yeah. That's not something that's readily available.
No.
I don't think I've seen any speeder bike models. Apart
The
from
speeder bike, I've got one up there, but it's the 112th, yeah.
Yeah.
I want that.
It's quite a nice kit, but
yeah.
So I'm thinking I might try and do something for Jedi that didn't actually appear in Jedi, but must have happened at some point, because you've got to have the Slave One obviously went off with Solo in Carbonite.
Yeah.
He must have offloaded him at some point. So you see him getting loaded in
yeah.
So I might do an offloading type thing and just sort of call it Jedi. I don't know. Because I need to do one with Slave One, because I've got Slave One. So. But yeah, other than that, there's nothing. I'm trying to not so much do memorable scenes, but it works out as sort of memorable scenes.
Yeah.
Off one was just because I had the Walker and had to do off. But yeah, it's interesting, and it's obviously playing around with what kits I can get in the right scale as well.
Yeah.
I know I've got an X-wing and some TIE fighters in 144, so that makes the trench run easy. But yeah, I'll be working on how to do things. Fox says, how about a submerged X-wing Dagobah dio? That's Empire as well. I can't do loads of things from Empire, but
it does have a whole lot of really good scenery, though.
I can say, yeah. I mean, it is an excellent film. It deserves more than just the Hoth one, which was the first one that I did. So it's basically the starting level.
You could do
now I've done some water effects
for episode 7 or 8 or 9.
No, 9, isn't it?
It was first seen in 8, and it was brought out in 9. So either one,
whichever one I can come up with something else for.
And also, don't forget that you got the Slave One in the prequels, which absolutely do not exist ever.
Yeah, but I do want to do it as. I don't want to do it as Django's.
Yeah,
it's not.
No, I understand that.
His paint job's not nearly as interesting.
Yeah,
and the movies are terrible.
So yeah, it's just a case of figuring out what kits are available and what strikes me as a memorable scene from each film.
Yeah, I think
you can't do anything with people in it, or if they can, the people are only that big. So I've got people in, not in this one, although there's a stormtrooper at the back of one of them tanks. I got people in, not the Hoth one, but the other one's got Ray and what's his face and BB-8 on their way to the Falcon.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll get there. Steve says you could do Slave One when it's Jango Fett shit in the prequels. Yeah, it's possible, but I don't know. It comes with the Solo and Carbonite thing. So.
Then it's gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be like a scene that happens before Jedi after Empire or another scene in Empire.
Yeah, I think an offloading works.
Yeah,
I haven't done a Tatooine.
Unless
So
you want to
that's-
mix,
that's-
take out Han and make it just like a grocery run. And
I mean, if you think about how big Jabba's palace has to be in reality, and that compared to ships, I mean, because you see 3PO and
you just have a wall going up on one side,
exactly. It's
and a doorway.
got to be huge. It's there's got to be either a port outside or a case of it goes like it opens up like a villain's lair in the James Bond, and it goes in and stuff like that.
Thinking about it now, for the first time, really thinking about it, I would probably have to have it as the front main door with the little stalky eye thing coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And just have that as a backdrop and a sand dune and Slave One.
Yeah.
And
like he's parked a little distance away. Yeah.
That's like a sort of a bonus scene.
Uh-huh.
So,
Right.
that might work. It would be anyone that knows the film would know that had to have happened at some point.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So
he
it sort
flew
of
over and just dropped it, opened up the cargo bay as he was flying past. And
yeah.
I think that works. I think that works. That's a good idea.
Graham was asking Fox when he's going to do another game stream, to which Fox replies that it's probably going to be Saturday with Skylar Rims. I don't know what Skylar Rims, but yeah, so there probably isn't a Fox stream tomorrow, which means I might do a stream in the afternoon of The Room.
okay.
So keep an eye on the Team Net channel,
Okay.
and you might see it. You
Okay.
know, depends how things go. Paul DeFaso says, do the scene where Jar Jar gets his tongue zapped by the compressor engines. Yeah, the trouble with that is the tongue would be minuscule. You wouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah.
And I'd have to do some sort of lightning effects, and that would be really difficult.
At that scale, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be 1:4 scale, because at the end of the day, I hope to have a series of like 9 or 10 dioramas in the same scale, telling the story.
To display together, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But that's a long way down the line. I mean, it's taken me like 4 years to get 3 dioramas done. So,
So only another 8 years then.
yeah, about the 8 or 10 years time. Yeah. I reckon. I think in about 93 years, I should make the 100,000 subscribers. So that might be the special show off then when it's all done.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got a goal.
You got to pace yourself as well, and you don't want to peak.
Oh yeah,
soon.
you don't want to do it all at once. You don't want to paint a model in one sitting.
No, you wouldn't do that. Nobody do that. That'd be crazy.
Why did I do that? I don't know. Dear Lord.
Oh dear. Right. I'm going to call it a night there then, because it's been an hour and a half. It's been a fun evening tonight. It's nice to have lots of you joining me and chatting.
Absolutely.
Hopefully the audience have enjoyed it as well.
And it's been a big gallery.
I know it was 2 weeks worth of gallery, so that took up a lot of time as well.
Mm.
But, so thank you all for joining me. I shall remove you one at a time, but as ever, you're welcome to hang around in the back room until the stream's finished, in which case we'll have a little chat. But if you do have to go, then by all means disappear as well. So we've got Lynn's the first one that my mouse has landed on. So thank you for joining us, Lynn.
Bye.
See you, Lynn.
See y'all later.
Bye.
Then we have Dan's the next one up. So again, thank you for joining us again.
Farewell. See you next time.
And the slightly miffed painting bloke. Thank you, Adam. See you soon.
Be seeing you.
And me. I shall get ready and press the button that makes the ending thing happen. So thank you all for joining me this evening. What's happening, as I say, tomorrow I might well be doing a stream over on Team Inept. Like and subscribe. If you want to watch me work my way through some more of The Room Old Sins, not Dark Sins. Dark something was the VR version, but yeah. If I can get up to that point and continue on with that, I'll be doing that tomorrow. Saturday night, midnight time, Saturday night, it's technically midnight Sunday, but you know what I mean. Between Saturday and Sunday at midnight, UK time, I shall be playing some more Hitman. I'll do another level of that. It looks like a very good level, this one. It's a American town sort of high street type thing that looks like it's going to be a good fun. I've been looking forward to this one. So I shall be playing that live at midnight for about an hour and a half, a couple of hours each, depends how long it takes me to get through the level. And then Sunday isn't my Warhammer, so I get Sunday off, so I can sleep all day because I'm up late on Saturday. And then Monday is e-models again. And then Wednesday, I'm back with something else. I did some diamond art yesterday, so it'll be something different next week. I don't know what yet. I'll decide probably Wednesday morning. Other than that, stay safe. Don't go out unless you have to, and we'll get the virus beaten at some point soon, hopefully, and things will go back to a little bit more normal than they are at the moment. So thank you all. I shall see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.